oops, little oops, everybody. We back. Little glitch audio. We resolved. Thank you very much, Steven Moreno. Shout out to the SoulGroup. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Today we are going to talk about Mars in Taurus. We're going to talk about Mercury going into Cancer. So thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start a esoteric ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter, less dense, and also vibing on a higher frequency and vibration vehicle that your spirit can jump into in order to have a higher perspective about yourself and your circumstances. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Every spirit, Miss Taria, check her links in the description down below. Check my links in the description down below. Shout out to Steven, shout out to Unai, a shout out to my soul group, a big shout out to my soul group, and to everybody out there changing the world right now. Shout out to Archangel Uriel and Archangel Michael as well. If you want to support the channel, you can leave a like, a subscription, and hit the notification bell, or you can check mine's and Miss Taria links in the description down below, and you can support us via PayPal, Patreon, and Ko-Fi. And if you want any service, for an example, tarot or astrological reading from me, or a cloth design or a sculpture from Miss Taria, use the email in the description down below, or our Instagram pages to reach out to us. And let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start. Today is a big live. We have two transits. We have a passionate and a more logical transit to take care of. Let's see what's going on. But first, before we start, thank everybody being here. Hey, Anita, hi. Go, Anita, do your thing. Let's go. Thank you, Unai. I appreciate you being here very much. Unai saying that he loves my intros. Thank you very much. Dari, she's here as well. Anita saying hi. Let's go check out Anita's as well. She has a Twitch channel as well. I have a Twitch channel as well. I was just live on Twitch, by the way. Let's go. So, everybody in the chat, let's see what today's energy has in specific. Today, the sun is in Cancer. The moon is in Libra. That's a square. That's a learning. Learning how to feel more light and to feel more sociable and open with the new feelings, emotions, and spiritual perceptions we are creating. So you either need to learn how to make yourself feel lighter or to make somebody else lighter through your words, all right? And today is Mercury Day, and Mercury is in the cusp of Cancer. Where is it, Mercury? Let me see over here. There we go, 3 degrees Cancer. It's not the cusp anymore. It's fully in. All right, Mercury fully in Cancer. It means we are thinking and communicating with a bit more logic, with a bit more analysis behind things, with a bit more planning behind, or we are doing that with the new feelings, emotions, connections, and spiritual perceptions that we were already creating with the sun and the previous new moon in Cancer, all right? So now maybe you feel the same way, but you can communicate better whatever was going on within you, all right? So not much will change on that aspect of your internal world, but you can communicate it better, or you can receive it better and interpret others better as well. Some things might change in the external world. You might not get a new relationship, but you might get a new, better way to communicate about that relationship. But Mercury doesn't really like to be in Cancer. We don't like to think about our feelings. Sometimes we can't put our feelings into words. So you might experience that, a bit of a foggy mind, and sometimes the words might lack, or you might lack the words to transmit your feelings, especially because it's new feelings, it's new emotions. You don't even know how to process emotionally those feelings, and you can't even process them logically, okay? So keep that in mind. And today, it's the 6th day of the 7th month of the year 2022. That all equates to the number 10 or 1 plus 0. So if you are into the shadow government, if you are working, going into their institutes, into their cities, into their shops and things like that, you might be feeling more individual. You might feel that you have more space to to be individual and express your individuality, but others around you as well. So they might be very invasive with their own space. Be aware of that. And it's the 14th. It's the 14th day, the 14th degree of the sun of the Cancer season of the year 10, and that equates to the number 10 as well. So either whatever you're doing today, we feel more space to have our individuality. We feel more connected to see the world through our own lenses and express that in your own way as well. Very powerful day. Just be sure to respect that zero and give yourself and others space as well. All right? Oh yeah, let's go. Let's take one card for today's energy. Let's go. Real quick. Sun in Cancer, Moon in Libra, learning lesson, Mercury in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer is kind of Sun in Cancer, Moon in Libra. You kind of need to learn, you kind of need to create new ways to communicate, because you are caring or you are reacting, receiving to new feelings. So the old ways to communicate do not work because they are new feelings, you know. Little Cyndaquil there in the corner. What you guys think about the little Cyndaquil in the corner of the screen? What you guys think about the layout? I think the layout is awesome. If you need any type of that work, digital work, Mystaria has you covered. She does great work. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. Where is the card for today? Are we learning? We're still learning how to perceive in a logical way our spiritual gifts, and or just what we're going through in general, okay, as well. Okay, that might lead into doubt, indecision, a little bit of regret. Let's go. The Moon, High Priestess, receiving those messages, creating new ways to interpret the internal world. Look at that. The High Priestess, the Moon. This means we are receiving messages from the internal world, from the spiritual realm, into an external reflection. Alright? Because the Moon is a reflection. So, in the physical realm is a reflection of the spiritual realm. And that has everything to do with lights and desires. So, things happen first in a spiritual realm, in your internal realm, and then it happens later as a reflection in the external realm, right? So right now, today, you from the external world, you can receive a message about your internal world, or about somebody else's internal world, or about the being that we live in internal world. All right? So a pain in the shoulder, a pain in the gut, a feeling, a realization, a breakthrough. Pay attention to those and make sure you follow your intuition and you create a new way to think, communicate, and feel comfortable with those new messages, ideas, feelings, and emotions. Let's go. Cyndaquil in the corner. Let's go. Yeah. It's just great. The layout, right? I agree. It's beautiful. It's really, really cool. So let's see how can we do today's energies, learning from our reflections, learning about our internal world through the external world, because I'm thinking about the Hierophant. The Hierophant is more like Taurus. It's more realistic, practical experiences or desires like eating or drinking. The Moon is more like everywhere, is less specific. It's a feeling, a thought. You look at a flower and you receive a certain feeling, you know? The Hierophant is you transform into the desire, because the Hierophant is like Zeus transforming into a cow or into an eagle in order to go fuck some human girl, wherever. You know those Greeks mythologies all fucked up in the head? Cool stories though. So you are not transforming into the desire, you are remaining on your own space as an observer, and you are seeing reflections of what you did internally. It's more light but more deep at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I like it, it's cool. Because it's cardinal, even if it's like fucked up, even if you are going through fucked up moments, you feel that potential. You feel it can carry you through some far up awesome space. You know? It's cool. Let's go. Where you got that Saturn in Aries at is in my 7th house. Saturn in Aries in my 7th house. Oh, let's go. So today, Silver Dragon. Alright, especially because Mercury is in Cancer and silver is associated with the moon, or keeping cool, calm, strategic, collected, observing, acting with the right percentage level, retracting with the right percentage level. Alright? So we are, or you should be a bit more internal, be a bit more sophisticated and careful with your communications and interactions with relationships and partners, because everybody is creating new ways to feel comfortable with the new ways that they are seeing, with the new things that they are seeing happening and being created in the world. So you might be sensitive, they might be sensitive, you might be very reactive, they might be very reactive, but it's all potential, it's all cardinal, the sun in Cancer and the moon in Libra. It can all lead us somewhere, but if you are internal, more sophisticated, a bit more calculated, things will be smoothly. You can maintain that cardinal energy within you and use it for the right things on the right time. Being more aware being more aware of what we are receiving as well. Is that for the moon, the high priestess, or for the silver dragon, Daria? Beautiful, Daria. Indeed. And by using the power of the silver dragon, you might dodge those scenarios where you might burn a circumstance, a relationship, or a communication, or you might feel weird after you express certain things if you be more silver, if you be more sophisticated, because silver is always the second. I had to get comfortable playing music at the streets. It's really difficult for me. Okay? Maybe you are going through North Node scenario, you are going through House Lord scenario, or it's just not the right thing for you to do. You know, you have to take that, because if it's uncomfortable or really difficult for you for long periods of time, something wrong is there. Because when you start, it's always normal to be difficult, right? Everything you do, okay? Even, let's say, you play a game for 10 years and you stop for 1 year, when you come back, you still feel some resistance. When you start, is always normal. But if you do it for a long time and you still feel resistance, it means you are using your energy in the wrong space, or in the wrong area, or in the wrong way, I mean. Silver Dragon, yeah, I wanted to say you can dodge weird and cringe scenarios by being more sophisticated, because silver is always the most second valuable. Gold is always the first, even in sports. When you receive medals, the first place is the gold medal, the second place is a silver medal, but still silver is very valuable, but it's not that first. It's not that always seen. Sometimes people who get in second are kind of forgotten, but it's still a good achievement. So you be more internal, you don't put yourself into the spotlight, you don't put yourself out there in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can use the higher priestess to be more aware of your internal world by reflections of the external world, by you reflecting about the external world as well. Indeed, second is more feminine, yes. But you know, I'm saying he had to get comfortable playing music in the streets because it's difficult, but it's all about transforming all people's thoughts and feelings. No, it's about transforming people's thoughts and feelings. You can transform people's thoughts and feelings. You can transform your way to react to their thoughts and feelings, but you can't transform their thoughts and feelings because you just your space. Even this body, you do not control the spirits that made the body, they just agreed to work with you. So you can change their mind, you can just like make it easier to understand or something like that, but you can only change yourself. You can transmute others' energies. That's a bit of a misunderstanding when people talk about magic and shit like that. They be like, I'm gonna transmute their energy. Even when you talk about haters, it's really good because you can transmute the hater's energy. No, you just transmute how you feel towards the hater, you know. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about today's transits. Let me fill my water cup. Let's go. I understand you and I understand what you say. Don't you worry. Let's go. Shall we start with quick rundown of today's energies, more in depth. All right. So let's go with Sun conjuncting Mercury. We are expressing what's on your mind, or whatever we see outside. We think we had something to do with it, or we were connected with it. Okay. Venus in Gemini, Sun in Cancer, relating lighter and more logical parts about the new emotions and feelings that we are creating right now. Mars in Aries, no, Mars in the cusp. Mars is 1 degree, that's really the cusp. Hold on. Let's go. Whew. A lot of air, you know, I have a lot of air energy. Mars in the cusp of Aries and Taurus, it's squaring slash sextiling the Sun in Cancer. So we are learning how to get into opportunities that deal with creating new ways to feel and connect that brings us a fixed sense of security in our passions, motivations, anger, and frustrations. Jupiter in Aries as well. Sun in Cancer, learning how to expand our feelings and emotions towards our individuality and our sense of uniqueness. Then we have Uranus in Taurus, Saturn in Aquarius, misunderstanding the Sun in Cancer. So we are misunderstanding reality. You might create new feelings about reality that are not quite correct. You might create new perspectives about reality that are not quite correct as well. Be careful with that. Uranus in Taurus, sextiling the Sun in Cancer, opportunities to see and feel comfortable about the changes in economy, agriculture, and the real world, and how we receive money and stability in your life. Neptune in Pisces, trining the Sun in Cancer right now as well. It means we have a gift to see deep dreams, illusions, and imaginations. And Pluto in Cap opposing the Sun right now, it means we might reject scenarios of internal completion and transformation, or we might create great balancing and great opportunities to heal ourselves and the world through creating new ways to feel with old scenarios of transformation that we might need to upgrade right now. And let's go into the Moon. Moon in Libra, squaring the Sun. You already knew that. Learning how to feel more comfortable about your new feelings and emotions by creating new ways to think and communicate about yours and others' feelings. Right? I swear you peace dealer, bro. The lucky Libra and you are the real weatherman. Thank you. Who is the lucky Libra though? I only know Peace Dealer, or is Lucky Libra like a title to Peace Dealer? Yeah, you are the one that lights the flame of motivation within. In a way, show that you don't fit in their box. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Okay. Because of the thing of the haters, yeah, the haters, they don't give you fuel, they just give you the perception to, oh, in that space, or I can direct my energy into that space and make a bigger light, because other spirits are already sending light there, because they're the haters, they are already there in that space. So if you give your light there, it will grow even bigger. Okay, so you add up fuel into the overall pool of fuel, so your thing, or the thing that everybody is hating and you are working on, grows even faster. But yeah, thank you very much, Yunai, for being here in the live stream. Thank you very much for the compliment. Let's go. The real weatherman, esoteric, because the esoteric weather, it happens first and then manifests physically over here. So if you know what's going on esoterically, you are more prepared, you can react better, and you can feel way better with yourself and with your environment by knowing the esoteric weather, by knowing the physical weather, metaphorically speaking and physically speaking. So, Moon in Libra, right, squaring Mercury in Cancer. So we need to learn how to create new ways to feel lighter about the new things, that the new feelings and emotions that we want to think and communicate about. Moon in Libra, trining Venus in Gemini, a gift to initiate relationships that makes us feel lighter, relaxed, and that makes us feel that we can reach various places of information without too much effort. Moon in Libra, opposing / in conjuncting Mars in Aries / Taurus. So feeling uncomfortable or feeling opposed by the world when it comes to our passions, motivations, or creating new values that don't fit with the values around our passions and motivations. So your passions and motivations are in one area, but you feel comfortable in a area that looks like that area, but that really is not that area, because it's not stable, fixed, and nourishment enough. It's too fast, logical, and light. Okay? So your passions are going into a more fixed place, but our feelings and emotions are in a lighter space. It's about the same thing. It's about love, appreciation, value, and you feeling valued, and your ability to value other things as well, to recognize value, to know what to invest and not what to invest in. So you might feel that things are going lighter, or you might feel too light about something that you need to analyze a bit more about your passions and motivations. Moon in Libra, opposing Jupiter in Aries, feeling uncomfortable with our experiences, feeling that the world is making us through things all by ourselves, or that we have nobody, or feeling that we can't relate our experiences because it's too weird or too spiritual, but you just need to learn how to create that balance point. Moon in Libra, trining Saturn. Oh, that's a big air trine today. Tin 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 tin. Big air trine. Moon, Venus, and Saturn. Moon in Libra, Venus in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius. So Moon in Libra, Saturn in Aquarius, a gift to initiate feelings of comfortability about constructing a reality or an organization around our unique way to think, communicate, and bring change and uniqueness into this world. So that's actually a great alignment, because right now we are feeling comfortable, so it's easier to receive those unique individuals in the world. So people like me that have my own business, I'm going to be or it's easier for me to be well received, because everybody is creating new ways to think and communicate that make them feel comfortable to whatever I'm being fixed upon while building my business. Alright? Then Moon in Libra in conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, feeling comfortable or feeling uncomfortable about, so feeling comfortable about changes in the real world that you shouldn't be feeling comfortable with, and feeling uncomfortable with changes that brings you a sense of uniqueness and originality in the real world. You are being uncomfortable about things that you should be comfortable with. Then Moon in Libra, Neptune in Pisces, creating the wrong ways to think and communicate about your deep dreams, illusions, and imaginations. And lastly but not least, Moon squaring Pluto, learning how to create new ways to feel lighter and to direct those transformation and creating of a new world coming from the subconscious realm ways, because that's very deep. Because Pluto in Cap is like something is changing in the real world, but that happened first in the subconscious realm. So if it is a deep change in the external world, it means that it's also happening a deep change in the internal world. It can provoke trauma, fear, insecurity. The whole world is gonna end type feeling. So the Moon in Libra over there is helping us creating new ways to think and communicate in a lighter and more direct way about those heavy issues, so we can make us feel lighter through sophisticated ways to communicate, or we can make others feel lighter through sophisticated ways of communicating. And Unai is asking, how long is the air grand trine gonna last? It's until the Moon goes out of Libra. The Moon is in Libra right now. The Moon is 11 degrees Libra. So it's going to be more 19 hours, which is 19 degrees, which is 38 hours, right? From 11 to 30, it's 19. And the Moon moves 1 degree each 2 hours. So 19 degrees times 2 equates to 38 hours. So still 1 day and a bit, this grand air trine will be there. And what is the grand air trine bringing us here today? The gift to feel lighter, okay? Because it's air, okay? So it doesn't matter where the grand air trine is happening. What matters is air, all right? And then the planets and the houses in your chart where this is happening is telling you how or which shape and form that air energy is taking place, okay? So the grand air trine is a huge gift in the real world about that can help us making us feel lighter and create new ideas to overcome problems, aka creating solutions or just seeing the solutions. Because one thing is sure, if a problem exists, that only means that a solution also exists. There is no problem without solution. We might just need to create that solution, or you might just not be seeing the solution. So the grand air trine helps us see the solution or create the solution by feeling, talking, communicating, thinking, laughing, okay, being lighter about our circumstances. Tanya Batra, hi, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? Welcome very much. Happy Mercury Day in Cancer. We are thinking and communicating about new feelings and emotions, new relationships, new connections, or new spiritual imaginations or realizations. And we are talking about the grand air trine, Moon in Libra, Venus in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn is in retrograde, so that is taking us a little bit more into the past, via people, places, and things, or via internal. You doing good? I'm very happy that you are doing good. Welcome to the live stream. I'm new here. I know you new here. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Feel free to chat, feel free to ask questions, feel free to tell me your alignments and things like that. Thank you very much. I hope you are enjoying right now. And feel free to communicate. All right, the moon is in Libra. We are creating. We feel the need to communicate. We feel the need to connect via internet, via letter, via email, via words, via facts as well. All right. So thank you very much for being here. Enjoy yourself, and let's continue with the Grand Air Trine. So the Grand Air Trine is giving us a gift to feel lighter, pleasure, enjoyment, and appreciation. Venus in Gemini, and via our reality, our stability, our organizations and groups. All right. So we have a gift between our internal world, our relationships, and our bigger relationships, our bigger groups, our associations, and the reality. Okay. So we can initiate new feelings, or we can put feelings into new words, moon in Libra, and via light and scattered relationships and exchange of energies or information, we can establish individual, strong, and unique associations, business, infrastructures, either mental or physical. Okay? Okay, so Tanya decided to retrieve the messages. All right. It's indecision today. It's indecision time. Let's go. And that's the Grand Air Trine of today. All right. So let's go ahead and go into Mars in Taurus. All right. And we're gonna see what houses. No, we're gonna see the house where you have Mars going into Taurus in, and we're gonna see how that will affect you, or what type of scenarios can you experiment, can you go through in there. But before we start, I'm gonna grab a snack because today it's very airy, I'm feeling a lot of air in my stomach. I'll grab a snack to be fulfilled, and I see you soon, guys. Flunk. Yeah, and I'm back, guys. I have some cookies with me because they are light and they have sugar, perfect for this moon in Libra, perfect for this Grand Hair Trine. A light snack with sugar to make my air flow, right? So that Tanya Butter is always reminding me that this Grand Air Trine can give you a gift to be indecisive and to light about something when you're thinking, and then you do it and you regret what you just communicated, you know. I said I was going to grab a snack. They're a bit too dry, these cookies. Too much air. What you hating on, Unite? What you hate? My audio's out, so you guys don't hear me chew. Let's go. Let's go. We're back. Mars in Taurus. Feeling the need to be more fixed, stable, organized, practical, and profitable about the places and things where you direct your passions, motivations, frustrations, angers, and creative energy in general. Okay? Oh, Mars transiting Stephen's natal 9th house. And you know what? I can actually make a video about Mars. I'll make a video about Mars in Taurus later. To be more specific. Right? So make sure you are being frustrated and angry about something that will bring you money, security, or value. Mommy Daddy is coming in the room, bringing us beautiful coffee. Thank you. Are you enjoying the live stream?
Very nice.
Nice. Are you guys enjoying the live stream, y'all? Beautiful coffee. You getting swatted. Nah, bro. You getting swatted by this Mars in Taurus, making you feel that you need to create a very solid way to feel secure about your passions and motivations, and everybody that tries to know what you're doing or how money are you making, you might feel swatted. You might feel they're trying to come into your house and see what you got hiding, or how much making you money, how much money are you making with that your side business, and you were working on that factory and you were working on that business. How much everybody wants, they are passionate to know how you're doing with your passions. All right. So you might feel when somebody's trying, and somebody might try to create a business with you, or they want to know something about your business, and you might feel like you need to hide or need to be more private about something, because it's fixed earth, okay? That leads to privacy, that connects Taurus and Scorpio. It's all about that privacy. Taurus likes to show a bit more the things that I have, okay? But Scorpios too, especially Scorpio women, they love to go shopping, to show their new shoes and shit like that, right? They like to show their accumulation. They like to show their manifestations. But the process behind it, or when you don't have nothing to show, that stays private. So somebody trying to know about your business can make you feel really aggressive and frustrated, and you can be fixed on it. So be careful. But this is actually good. This brings a bit of a slower tempo. It brings more organization. It brings more patience. It brings more opportunities for business. It brings more opportunity for you to build your business with your own fixed sense of value, valuing yourself, valuing others, being fixed on a routine and pattern. Do it, just do it, no matter problems that might appear. You just keep doing it because you are passionate and motivated behind it. And while you do it and you are frustrated and angered, you gotta be like, that's why I love this, okay? That's why this passion, this anger and frustration just means that I really want to expand on this space. But it needs to make sense because it's Taurus, it's Mars in Taurus. It needs to be real. If it's not real, then you're just making ways to make it real, then it's not real, okay? It needs to show some result. Either you feel progress or you see progress. Keep that in mind through your passions and motivations. So let's go. Mars in Taurus in the first house, but Steven Moreno has Mars transiting through his 9th house. So this means you're going to be very passionate and motivated about how you can, through your real life, through the things that you manifest, through the things that you build, you want to show others or yourself that your spiritual values are reflected on your manifestations, on your physicality. Or you're going to be very passionate and motivated about maintaining yourself fixated on some spiritual values, or when somebody's coming to show you some new spiritual thing, you might be too fixed, passionate, and aggressive, and you don't want to change because you feel safe and you see value in your own morals, and you might need to change a little bit to be fixed on a higher or new space. Okay, keep that in mind. But it's all about you feeling safe, about you creating something out of your spiritual values. Mars transiting on your 10th house, opposing natal one. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Let's pick a card for you. So Mars in your 10th house, basically it's good, it's exalted, and it's in Taurus. Because if it was exalted and in Cap, it would go crazy. But it's exalted and in Taurus, so Taurus, by being fixed, it's a little bit more of an anchor. So you can go crazy and still build something stable. That's good. Okay? So Steven, don't think too much about others' values, about others' way to be stable and what that means spiritually. You fix on your own spiritual values, you fix on your own experiences, and you use others to light up your mood, okay? But your Mars opposing your Mars, right, in Libra also. So wait, Mars in Taurus is not opposing your Mars in Libra. What the hell? It's Mars in Taurus, it's not Mars in Cap. Unai, you're making me confused. You're making me confused. How is your Mars in Libra? How is Mars in Taurus right now? I can't see Steven messages, but I can. Maybe you blocked Steven by mistake. What's going on?
Bichinhos, tem pequenos bichinhos.
A sério?
Ok, I dropped two at the same time. Onde é que eles estão?
Ah, you have 10,000 Aries. Ah, because it's still in the cusp. Okay. Okay. You're right. Okay. So, it means, because you have Mars in Libra, you're gonna see aggressiveness where it's not right now. And you can use that instead of running away or instead of feeling uncomfortable, you'd be like, oh, that's the way. Instead of that being a sign of danger, you see the Mars in Taurus right now, you see that as a sign of that's where I need to go. To complement your Mars. To give your Mars another dimension. Okay? Because your Mars is about thinking and communicating on a lighter way. Mars in Taurus right now is asking you to think on a more serious and practical way about your passions and motivations. So you need to bring your communication into a more private, more business, more realistic, more profitable, or bring your relatability that you are passionate about to sturdy relationships that can lead you to a good business or entrepreneurial interaction. And let's take a card for Mars in the 10th house opposing natal Mars. Mars in the 10th house in Taurus opposing Mars. Mars in Aries / Taurus opposing Mars in the star. It's a learning process. The star Aquarius, okay? You have to learn to see your gift, okay? Because it's a squaring process with Mars in Taurus, but it's a gift to your Mars. So you have a gift, but you need to learn how to see it. You need to learn how to see aggressiveness and passion towards you and go there. Don't run away, don't complement it, get it. Or if it's learn to see, oh, that's too much, so instead of running away, you meet it halfway. Okay? But you need to detach a little bit, but still be connected to it. And then join and be a part of it if it is individual and unique for you, or if that counterpart, the person that wants to make something out of your individuality, out of your passions and motivations, if you see them or if they see you as an individual, that's a good sign, okay? But they might be too passionate, they might be too radical, and you need to learn how to best balance that. Hi, Momo. Everybody say hi to Momo. Look at that soft fur. Shining. Thank you, Momo, to give us your presence. Alright, tonight you need to learn how to see the gift of individuality, separation, and using your relationship skills into a higher perspective. Let's go. Clean that throat. Alright, if you have Mars in the first house, Mars in Taurus in the first house, it means you're going to be more real, more fixed, and you want to be more stable about your personal creativity, personal passions, personal insecurities that cause frustration and aggression. You want to you might feel you want to be more in control of that. Or you might use that to build a business where you help others go through their insecurities in order to express their creativity and things like that. Shout out to Daria also. Hi Kitty, it's Momo. Hi Momo. She appears in the camera a lot, especially when I'm streaming on Twitch. Sometimes she passes through, she says hi. She's chilling. Let's go. Mars in Taurus in the first house. Okay, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Alright? This means you will have, or you have right now, a unique way to think, communicate, and show to others the real things or the process that leads you into real things via your passions, motivations, anger, frustrations, and desires. So you have a unique way to think or communicate about your passions and motivations that leads you into stability and profit. Okay? Ooh. Hi, Momo. Oh, let's go. Join us. Join us here. Don't be shy. No. No. Okay. Let's see how, if you have Mars in Taurus in the first house, or no, if the Mars right now is going through your Taurus first house, let's see how can you use that energy in the higher frequency and vibration possible. A bit of stubbornness, you might feel certain blocks, and then you need to use your passion to go through that. You need to find a fixed way to motivate yourself. Oh, nice, but it will be enjoyable. You need to be sorry for the. Oh, okay, chill. Chill. No problem. I like to answer questions. I have Aquarius stellium. I like to show others that I know something, right? So that's my way to get into the Leo energy. I don't like to be, hey, I know this, but I like that people ask me and then I answer. So I still want attention, but I don't want to show that I want attention. Let's go. Momo. Pipika wants attention. Momo doesn't matter. Momo matters, she doesn't mind that. So if you have Mars in your Taurus first house right now, not in your natal chart, but right now, you can use that energy better if you stay light, enjoyable, and if you have fun through the processes that go through your personal life, personal interests, and personal insecurities, and keep in mind that you can help yourself by taking care of your lower animalistic natures as well, by enjoying yourself and enjoying the things of the world. Unai is asking, what is the use and how accurate, useful is a progress chart? For me is nothing. I never used it and I don't plan to use it. I know nothing about it. That's what I say. But what the little I know about, it's like it allows you to see how the alignments progressed from your natal moment until right now, but that doesn't give like real information, you know. The best thing to do is just to take your chart, take today's chart and align that. That's the best way to know what to do right now or to do for the future. The progress chart has too much garbage information because it's carrying so many moments, but not all of those moments are useful right now. So fuck that. But it might be useful. I just don't know it. I'm not interested. Let's keep moving. You know? So if you have Mars in the second house, if you have Taurus in the second house, Mars is going through there right now. And that's good. You have Taurus in the second house. Taurus likes to be in the second house. And actually having Mars there is good right now because now you can act on your values. You can achieve your goals. You can get that relationship. You can feel the fire under your ass to make you work on yourself to get that relationship that values you the right way. It's actually a good alignment. Let's go. Aqua Stellium gang, that's it. We are... Bro, the generation, like my generation, we have such changing elements. We have Aquarius, Stellium, most of us. And then we have Jupiter in Aquarius, Uranus in Aquarius, and Saturn in Aries. My generation is... We are here to create a new world for real. You know? Let's go. Mars in Taurus in the second house right now. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Pluto, Judgment, That, yeah. Because having Taurus in the second house can create accumulation, can create procrastination, and Mars being there right now is bringing a fire, so things are starting to melt and explode. Maybe something that you should have worked way before, you feel ready to do it now, but once you touch it, it's so much accumulated, it's going to explode. Or something that was on accumulating, it's now going full action. Or something that was gaining momentum is now going full speed. Either way, you're going to transform how you value yourself and how you value others. Judgment. Okay? Based on your passions, motivations, anger, and frustration. How can you use Mars in your second house in Taurus in the most higher way? In a higher frequency and vibration? Let's see. It is gold and silver violet flame dragon. That means that you will transform the way you express, the way you receive, and you will also transform through all of your chakras. Okay? So this is a big time of transformation. And if you realize that, and you transform yourself, you're gonna burn on a violet flame. Okay? The violet flame means all the chakras flaming, vibing in the same path. Alright? Because it's purple, but it's a lighter purple due to the movement. Okay? Violet. And gold and silver means transformation on the external and on the internal side. Alright? Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer surface under grace. Okay? So it's time, and the card was Pluto, bro. It's all about transformation. If you have Mars in the second house in Taurus right now, it's all about transformation. It's all about change. But you can do it with love, wisdom, and grace towards yourself. Okay? That doesn't need to be rough. That doesn't need to be a death scenario. It can be a rebirth scenario. You know what I'm saying? You give that impact. Let's go. Mars in Taurus in the third house. It means you're going to be more passionate and motivated, angry and frustrated about your surroundings and about how people in your surroundings are fixed towards their values and ways of being secure in life. Or you might feel that your surroundings is trying to peek too much into your passions and motivations. Alright? Reversed the Chariot, reversed Cancer. So you are creating, or somebody in your surroundings is creating wrong, new emotions, feelings, or ways to see and feel about you and your creativity. You are creating the wrong ways to feel about your surroundings, or the surroundings are creating wrong ways to feel about you. Let's see how can you use Mars in your third house in Taurus in the highest frequency and vibration. Oh. Let's go. Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. So you can use this transit to your best benefit if you communicate with yourself, if you travel more into your internal realm, and you align your chakras, you align all of your desires, and you make them relate with each other before you direct any passion, motivation, anger, or frustration towards your surroundings. Or if you receive passion, motivation, angry and frustration from your surroundings towards you before you react to that, before you get fixed and you start to think and be realistic about it. First you go inside, you communicate, you view that thing that you're receiving through multiple lenses, and then you choose where to fixate, or if you will fixate at all. Okay? Let's go. Uranus, no. Keep in mind, wherever Mars is going to right now, you have Uranus there as well. So it's bringing some passion or frustration to already ongoing changes in that area of your life. Mars in Taurus in the fourth house, it means you are feeling more passionate, motivated, angry or frustrated about closed ones, privacy spaces and privacy moments, because you want that to be more safe, to be more secure, to be more stable. And if you don't feel that way, you're going to be more frustrated or passionate. But it might be in that way already. You might want it to be more private, to be more stable. So be careful with that. And we got 3 of Pentacles. You will create a new way to see real and practical things in your personal life, personal space, and within personal people around you as well. You're gonna create a more realistic and practical way to see things, so you can see your close relationships for what they are, and if they are not what deserves you, you can take action into take your power back, be fixed on your one way to love and value yourself, and adjust the ratio of the relationship, and if not possible, separate to a healthy degree. You don't need to fully separate, you might just need to spend a little bit less time within that space, because you see the environment, your fourth house environment, in a more realistic and practical way, so you can make more realistic and practical decisions. Make sure to not feel too dry, because this is an earth element card, and Taurus is an earth element sign in your fourth house, which is a water element. You might feel too dry, and your relationships might die out because they have no juice. Be careful with that. Make sure you balance that with some juicy, watery comprehension and tolerance. Let's see how can you use Mars in Taurus in your fourth house in the highest way possible within the higher frequency and vibration. Let's go. Orange Dragon. What's your Twitch channel? Esoteric Cloud Surfer. It's on my Linktree in the description down below. Orange Dragon, it means that you can ease up things by sharing your feelings or your creativity, and you can show others that you might see things in a more serious way. You might want a more serious relationship, but you still want that relationship to be serious with them. Or you develop creative ways to relate your feelings in a passionate and real but still caring way. Esoteric Cloud Surfer with E, the second C, and the S big in caps. But you can just check the Linktree in the description down below. You know, my Linktree. Let's go. Mars in Taurus in your fifth house. That means you're going to be more passionate and motivated about practical and fixed things that deals with entertainment, your fixed perspectives and feelings about the world. So maybe you want to show or you want to act more on things that make you feel valuable because they pay attention to you, and they might be paying attention to what you got and not to you. Be careful with that. Mars in Taurus in the 5th house, being passionate and motivated about fixed ways to feel valuable through receiving attention. Reversed, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are feeling excited, you might even feel spiritual, you might feel creative or on fire with a certain relationship, with a certain communication, but it's the wrong one, or you feel valued, they are relating to you, they are paying attention to you, and they are doing that through the wrong things. They are making you value the wrong things within yourself because you are receiving attention. They are making your Mars excited. You might even feel sexually attracted, but you should use your individuality and your feelings of comfort and safety, aka your sun and your moon, to turn this around into your favor. And if they, because you might not need to change the person, you might just need to change how you communicating, how you doing the relationship, and it might turn into a beautiful relationship later on. Keep that in mind. But if you change that, or if you use your alignments and they resist, maybe they just want to feed off you. They just want to feel connected in a lighter way. And you need Taurus in that 5th house. You need to feel more supported in that area. All right. Let's see how can use Mars in Taurus to improve, to bring more consistency and stability to your 5th house. It's a bit of a learning process. Taurus don't like to be in the 5th house. Taurus don't like to be exposed too much, and you don't like to pay attention to others, and you might need to pay attention to others' creative ways. Right now, you might not enjoy that, but you might also receive a lot of attention to your business and sense of practicality. Okay, so let's see how can you use that in the best way possible. All right, Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda. So it's about love. It's more about deep internal love. Make sure you love the right ways, the right things, people and places, and make sure it's a bit more private. So don't you just share and accept all love. Make sure you filtrate and you receive the right love. All right. Let's go into Mars in Taurus into your 6th house. That means you are going to feel more passionate and motivated about your routines and patterns, and you want your routines and patterns to be a bit more private, to be more fixed, to feel more comfortable, and to be more profitable in general. In a way that you can count for it in the future. You might be too passionate, you might be impatient, you might be too reckless right now. In that area, be careful. And we have Neptune, the Hanged Man. So you might be developing or unveiling or acting into subconscious patterns that are now becoming real patterns. All right, so you might start reflecting something from your internal realm into your routines, business, work, health. You might heal a health issue because you have a spiritual realization, or you might indulge too much in work, routine, or just cleaning too much, or procrastinating in that area because you feel lost in your sauce, because you are spending too much time diving through your subconscious realm. Okay, it might be benefit, it might be not beneficial for you. Let's see how you can use Mars in Taurus in the 6th house in the best way possible. Let's go. Okay, Archangel Gabriel's dragon. Make sure that you go low, you go deep into yourself, you feel connected and comfortable in your dreams and illusions, but then you only take the good things for you and you rise light. You don't take everything, because then you can't even rise. You stay dark, you rise lighter, because Gabriel represents that bottom. So you go there only to bounce back, only to rise again. All right? So you detach, you use Mars to burn the wrong subconscious patterns, and by you realizing the right, by you being fixed, and creating a routine and pattern around the right subconscious patterns, you can rise and have a pure sense and a pure vision about your spiritual purpose, and you can apply it into your physical routines and patterns. That's cool. Let's go. Mars in Taurus into your seventh house. Let's go. That means you're being more passionate, motivated, angry, and frustrated about your relationships. And you want your relationships to support you physically or mentally. And you might be too stubborn, and your relationships might ask you to change. You might not feel comfortable with that change. Queen of Swords, fixed air. You have to, with your passion, with your action, you have to give great, no, you will receive great mental support, or you want to receive great mental support. You might be stubborn, you might throw out certain moods, you might stop doing something in order to achieve this mental support, or you might be already receiving that mental support and you need to use your Mars in order to create a fixed, secure sense to keep that mental support coming. All right? Let's see what's the best way to use this alignment. Mars in Taurus in the 7th house with the fixed air, Queen of Swords, receiving great mental support. Crystal Yellow Dragon. Make sure you express yourself. Make sure you see others' expressions in a clear way. Make sure you rise your desires, you rise yourself through your expressions by being more sophisticated, more positive, by believing in all possibilities, because you're going to be receiving that mental support and you don't want to throw that mental support to a dark place. You want to use it and then rise by appreciating, by laughing, by sharing, by being more clear and happy with yourself because you manifested that support. What do you think is the most important placement of the chart? None, because it depends on the perspective. If you want a more personal perspective, Moon and Sun and Rising. If you want a more relatable or intermediary perspective, Venus and Mars. If you want a more 4-dimensional perspective, Saturn and Jupiter. If you want a more 7th, 8th and 9th perspective, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. But none is the most important, because people have confused most important with the most common. What you see the most is Sun, Moon, Rising and Mercury, but that doesn't mean it's the most important. It just means it's the ones you have the most opportunity in terms of frequency that appears into your life. You have the most opportunity to take charge, change, see, or just experience in general. But those are the most important: Sun, Moon and Rising. And then Mercury, because it's thinking and communicating, so you're experiencing it a lot. But it doesn't mean it's the most important, it just means you're experiencing it the most. So you might be influenced the most by those alignments, okay? But your whole chart is important. And then it depends what's going on in your life, you know? Oh man, we have to fix that net. Okay?
We'll wait until they come down.
Taking a little breather. Okay? It's part of the fortune, something really to count on. I like to see, I have a very individual Saturn in Aquarius stellium perspective about the Wheel of Fortune. Because in my deck, in my tarot deck, which is the celestial deck, the Chariot is Cancer. And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So the Wheel of Fortune is the wheels of the chariot. But without the chariot, you go nowhere. So your Wheel of Fortune is the type of tires you have on your vehicle. Some tires are good for dry asphalt. Some tires are good for wet asphalt, some tires are good for rainy days, some tires are good to walk in the jungle, but then your Cancer placement and your moon is the type of vehicle that stands on those wheels. So you might have a big ass vehicle, aka moon in Taurus, and then you might have very thin wheels, aka wheel of fortune in Aries, for an example, you know?
Indeed.
Let's go. And that's how I see the Wheel of Fortune. It's just a way to move. It's not the whole vehicle, it's a part of the vehicle. It helps you understand how you manifest, how you go from one spiritual space to another spiritual space. So, Mars in Taurus in the 8th house. Alright? This means you're going to feel more passionate, you're going to have more energy by default, because Taurus in the 8th house might make that energy to accomplish something too internal, difficult to act. It feels that way because then when you start doing it, it comes out naturally. But with Mars there right now, you feel that a natural access to your energy. So you might feel also a natural access to frustration and to aggression. So you might suddenly release anger and frustration in areas and moments where you were not releasing before. So keep that in mind. Yes, the part of fortune in the birth chart. I know what it is, that circle with a cross in it. That's what I'm talking about. It's associated with Jupiter. It's associated with expansion, with enlarging your awareness.
Because it's the 360.
Yeah, it's a 360, and you square out your 360 so you understand better your surroundings with the 4 cardinal points, the 4 cardinal stars, the 4 directions, the 4 archangels, the 4 corners of the world, the 4 founding stones, the 4 fathers. Damn, that's a whole spell in there. And F, it's the code for white,
Yeah.
for clarity, for space. You are aware of, you can see your space now. Things are clear for you. You're not in the dark anymore. And Masons, they are really scared of the dark. They say it's beautiful but dangerous. That's where you came from, bro. Where do you think you go when you go to sleep? You don't go to heaven. You don't go to Jesus. You don't go to George Washington. You go into your darkness. And then you go to nothing. If you can reach it, if you clear enough. So, okay. Mars in Taurus in the 8th house. Reversed Temperance, reversed Sagittarius, okay? So you might be now feeling ready to express, to show, to share, to associate things that were in the dark, that were in the closet, and that you didn't want to share with anybody else. You might feel it's okay right now. And then it might be okay, but you might react in a weird way to do it. And then you might react in a weird way to what you have done, sharing your spiritual ideals, sharing your private, being more passionate, burning letting that fire burn, all right? Having that spiritual judgment and discernment, but will start on the wrong space. It will start in the wrong area, all right? But if you then use your sun and your moon, it will turn into your favor, and the mistakes that you are doing right now, it will be like, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I started that project. It looked weird at first, but I was able to realize an internal dream. I was able to put that deep energy into practice, and now I make money, and now I receive attention, and now I'm known for it, and now I feel comfortable. But it will start in a weird way. It will start in a scattered way, and you might see, it's not working, it feels weird, I want to detach from it, I want to run away. No, it's the right time to go for it. You just need to find you need to find a way to feel secure internally and spiritually with this new process of bringing this fire to your eighth house, to your deep emotions, deep feelings, deep fears, deep desires. Bring this fire that allows that house to move and reach the certain spaces. But because it's moving in a mutable, scattered way, you will reach spaces you don't want to be in. That's why it's reversed. But through your sun and through your moon, you can choose the right spaces to bring fire to your eighth house. We are no thing, and we create things to go into in order to experience. That's true. Whew. And that's Mars in the eighth house. It might be hard to, or you might be wonky to get into the fire because it's an inconjunction. No, actually Mars rules the eighth house. Mars loves to be in the eighth house. You might just express the wrong things wrong times, but you're doing the right thing. And when you go to the right time, right thing, you can go. That fire has a lot of sustainability. It's a lot of fuel in that eighth house to burn. Let's see how can you use Mars in Taurus in the eighth house right now in the best way for yourself, for your purpose, in the lightest way, God's way, all possibilities way, no limitations way. Blue dragon from the Pleiades, okay? So you need to, or it's the best for you to communicate internally a lot, meditate, detach from the external realm, go into some blue energy, diplomatic, sophisticated, wanting to achieve something through interaction with your internal realm. When you go meditate, when you detach from the world, when you go to sleep, you have a strong intention about gaining a clear space, gaining a clear sense of comfort within you, so you can bring passion, motivation, anger, and frustration to fixed, practical, real ways to apply passion and fire to deep dreams, illusions, feelings, and desires, aka Mars in Taurus in the 8th house. But make sure you have a clear internal communication, make sure you have a strong internal world, and make sure you can receive some hate and transmute it into some love towards yourself and your business and your creativity. Because you might be your own hater with that Taurus in the 8th house. Alright? Let's go. Mars in Taurus. If you have Mars in Taurus going through your 9th house right now, like Stephen had, you are being very passionate about extracting wisdom and knowledge through fixed ways to receive love, validation, or profit in a more spiritual and wise way, or through religion or a group of people that share your same beliefs. And you have the Prince of Swords, mutable air. You have found, or you will find, a new, fresh way to share and receive ideas that are aligned with your spiritual purpose, that can benefit you in a real, practical way, but you need to work on it. You need to make sure that prince evolves into a king, because it's a prince right now, and it might die before it becomes a king. So make sure you make this prince a good king, and then you can give mental support to fixed ways to create routines or business around your spiritual wisdom and knowledge. Alright? But it's all about making sure or giving care to that new way to share your ideas and your thoughts about ways to transform spirituality into stability, for an example. And you can use Uranus in that same house to bring a sense of uniqueness and individuality, or to ride the current, because a lot of changes are happening right now with Uranus in Taurus in general, and everybody can benefit from them. Alright? And let's see how can you use Mars in Taurus in the 9th house in the best way possible. Okay. Oh, it's a dusky pink dragon from Andromeda, so more internal love. All right, love yourself, try to love the world. You don't need to love the world, but be open. Okay, prepares all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate higher love, touch others with its flame. So love yourself to show others that they can love themselves too. Hi, Momo. And now we go into Mars in Taurus, going through your 10th house, being more passionate and more motivated, but also more stable, more fixed and more private about how you create new ways to see business or to do business. To see status or to achieve a certain status. Okay, Cardinal Earth, King of Pentacles, that's very good alignment. It's showing you energy is flowing smoothly through your Taurus 10th house. Okay, you can create new ways to conduct business, new ways to be seen as practical and profitable, and then you will attract people that see you in that way. You want to do business with you. Basically, you will find places to give your financial or structural support. You'll find places that want to receive your earth-like support. You need to make sure they value your creativity and passions, and they want to do things with you and not just use you. They want to be used by you as well. Blowing up. Yes, unite. Yes, but you need to make sure the new business or the new teammates that you are giving your great financial or structural support, they respect, they valorize, and they can give a stage and support your creative abilities. And they need to respect your values as well. Otherwise, you're going to be used, or the relationship, the team will not last for long, because either they do not respect your individuality, your creativity, or your own sense of self-validation. Let's go. Mars in Taurus in the 11th house. That's weird. Mars kind of likes to be in the 11th house, but Taurus doesn't like to be in the 11th house. So you have a huge passion and motivation to be out in the world, to be in the social media, to discover new things, but you might feel a little bit afraid. You might be feeling that things are not stable enough. You might feel you need to show too much. So you might be of an internal conflict over there. Let's see what's going on right now on your Taurus 11th house with Mars and Uranus over there. Fixed fire, Queen of Wands. So through those misunderstandings, there is great spiritual, creative, and exciting support that makes you feel lighter and makes you love yourself. Okay, you just need to make sure that you are associating your passions, motivations, anger, and frustrations with the right situations that can give you this support in a fixed, stable way that also resonates with your sense of self-validation. You have been in a competitionship. Oh, that might be cool. You can make some business out of it with this Mars in Taurus right now. Let's go. How can you use Mars in Taurus in your 11th house right now in the best way possible? Let's go. Let's see. Let's go. Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. So, share your dreams, share your illusions, share your imaginations, share your goals, share your spirituality, and then the people, places, and things that do not resonate with that, you know that there you will not find that great spiritual support that you have the opportunity to receive right now. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Let's go. So you can do some business out of associating your passions and motivations if they are spiritually, dreamy, and creative. Let's go. Lastly but not least, Mars in Taurus in the 12th house. Oh, quick. Ace of Cups. You have a unique feeling, a unique emotion, a unique spiritual sense, a unique sense of comfort, a unique way to manifest and attract, or unique relationship that allows you to be fixed on your dreams and illusions by acting, being passionate, motivated, angry, or frustrated about your dreams and illusions, imaginations, and sense of spirituality, but it also means that you can be fixed, safe, and solid around those things because they are unique and they can gather a lot of attention, and you have a lot of energy and drive to make that water come out and receive everything you feel you want to receive with that feeling of uniqueness and individuality. Nice. Let's go into Mercury in Cancer. Let's drink some water, breathe a little bit, and let's go. Oh, I might need an ice cream.
An ice cream. Right now?
Yes. Feeling good, guys? How you feeling? How is everybody doing? Everybody watching right now? Remember to leave your thoughts on the comments down below. How are you experiencing Mars in Taurus? How are you experiencing Mercury in Cancer, Sun in Cancer? Just an idea. You could do part of fortune through houses. Dolo hasn't touched that subject. Okay, nice. Thank you. I was just about to say that you can give ideas in the comments down below, and you just said that. That's a synchronicity. Let's go. Thank you, Unai. I will even write that down right now. I also have a gaming channel. You guys can go check as Osu Gaming. Unai, if you need some clarity, I have tarot readings, natal chart readings. I have my own reading, which is the 360 12 house reading. If you need some clarity, let's go. Esoteric Philosopher is here to do that. Go to my YouTube channel, go watch some videos, go watch some gaming to light up your space. All right. Unai is saying that he has been going through a dark place today. Okay? All I've been saying is real. Bro, Sun in Aquarius, Aquarius Stellium, Moon in Taurus, Saturn in Aries, all that I say and see is real. It's too real sometimes. I do have South Node in Pisces, which makes it easier. The air Grand Trine made me love. Yeah, that's it. Great way to use the Grand Air Trine. What if you have a stellium in your South Node? It means you are here to learn how to detach. You were too attached to something on the past life or in various past. I think it's various past lives because a stellium already means you created a lot of vehicles, you paid a lot of attention through a long time into the same space. Plus South Node. Hi Momo, you want a bit of ice cream? Momo likes it. So stellium in South Node means extra comfort, extra attachment, extra needy, extra you spend too much time in the same place, you have been too demonic, you have been too doing the same thing for a long time, seeing the world through the same lens, feeling all the same way through a long time, and you have to go to your north node to feel lighter, to see more stars. Basically, you were paying attention to the same space, to the same house, and there is 12 houses, and you were paying attention to only one house, basically. So it's beneficial for you to separate from that so you can see all the other houses, okay? Stellium in Aquarius, 7th house, that's Unai. Unai's alignment. But South Node is between 8th and 7th. Okay. So your 7th house still shares South Node energy, and your 8th house as well. Okay? And it's Aquarius, so it's air. So you are too attached to sense of validation. You think too much how others value you or not. You think too much about your relationships. You want to be seen as unique and individual in your relationships, and you want to show them your deepest side, but they always think it's weird, and you always get fucked up because you want to connect, but you can't show your true colors because others are not ready to receive it. But you want to do it. You want to do it so much, but you can't do it. You feel you can't do it, all right? And that stellium in the 7th house means you're too attached to relationships, you want to share too much, you might lose your identity, as you just said. Your identity might get diluted in relationships and trying to be relatable, but its uniqueness and individuality then goes into your 8th house, which is also fixed. So you are hurting, you are divided there. You feel the need to relate, you want to be seen in a good way, you want to be accepted, you want to be a part of something, but you want to be individual, real, and unique. So you need to sacrifice that 7th house. Fuck that shit.
And that's Aquarius, just ghosting motherfuckers sometimes.
Mm-hmm. You're trying to please others too much. You're trying to be too relatable. You're trying to be too aware of the rules. You're trying to be too aware of limits and boundaries. You're trying to be too sophisticated. You're trying to be a good boy. You're trying to be seen in a good way. But that's not. That's what you need to do is your North Node, 1st and 2nd house. You need to be more individual, more unique, more ratchet. Show your fire. Show your true colors no matter what. Then you're gonna attract the relationships that validate you. Real shit. Then you and others will find your identity. No, I mean you can show it in an intellectual way, but that will bring more opposition, that will bring more heaviness, that will bring more resistance, that will bring more weight, because that's what you already been doing. You need to do something different. You need to do your North Node.
do something individual.
Because if you're always showing your intellectual way, you will not find a real relationship. You will find always a superficial and fake relationship. Because it's in the 7th house. You need to find a more individual, more spiritual relationship.
Esse geleto é tão bom.
É
Já
bem bom.
comi 4.
Não.
Yeah.
É. Boa escolha. Momo. Great ice cream. Já não há mais. Chegaste tarde.
Há mais um para Chico.
Let's go. I don't remember. Unai saying he has North Node conjuncting Vesta. I don't remember what Vesta means. Do you remember what Vesta means? Mistério? It's about organizing or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go. Mercury in Cancer. It means we are bringing more logical, more analysis, more realism to our new thoughts, new feelings, emotions, connections, relationships, sense of comfort, sense of security, and sense of spirituality that we were experiencing with the sun being in Cancer and the new moon that we just had in Cancer. Unai saying, what do you think about Vesta Juno Palace energy? Dolo talks about Juno in the way of longevity. The rest of Google scholars are saying it's more the type of partner y'all have. I only have a really good knowledge about Icarus. It's how you burn yourself by using too much your individuality, or the type of people, places, and things that might you lead or they attract you into those scenarios. I remember that Juno, it's about Jupiter expanding, being juvenile, juvenile, so it goes into longevity. I don't disagree. Pallas and Vesta, I just don't remember. I just don't remember.
I think it correlates with Venus also.
Pallas. Yeah, I was thinking about parallel, like relationships and stuff.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like taking care of the house and shit.
The way you
Your health,
take care of your things.
your relationships.
I don't know. I guess I have to make some videos on that. Let's go, videos. Another video idea. No. You good girl, you safe. Video idea. Asteroids. Asteroids. Let's go. Paul is like warrior energy. Can't confirm, can't deny. Let's go.
Oh shit.
What?
I remember I pointed out what Bella said about the asteroids.
But-
Bella's
I don't want to know what
said.
Paul said. I want to know what I said.
Yeah, but Bella is about relationships.
Oh, Unite, listen to our podcast. Nice. Beautiful. Our podcast is really cool. I think it's a very unique format
Yeah.
that me and Misari, we have a lot of conversations, right? And I just thought we could make those conversations useful to the people around us, just to show our individuality so people can know us better. And the podcast is always that more comfortable space. You don't need to watch it. You can just do something while listening to it. And we also feel a bit more private. We feel more comfortable in doing a podcast.
Yeah. And it's also more in the aspect of us conversating.
Yeah, it's more natural. Doing video is already doing a video. Doing a podcast is just talking, it's more natural, more free. Keep it fiery, you know? Keep it fiery. But that fire needs air to burn. I'm reuniting some air right now, so we can go ahead. And also we seeing where Momika decides to be. She's choosing the best place to be right now. Let's go. Mercury in Cancer, thinking and communicating about your feelings and emotions. And you have Cancer in the first house. Mercury is going through there right now. You have a unique way to see and express your feelings and emotions. Because by you having Cancer in the first house, it means that you already express or people see yeah, boy, my main element is air. 51% air, actually. My main element is air. So, by you already having Cancer in the first house, it means that already you relate, others see first from you your emotions, your feelings, and your sense of comfort. But right now, you have a unique way to show, in a creative and unique way, your feelings, emotions, personal issues, personality, and personal insecurities via communicating in a more logical way. Thank you very much. Let's go see how you can communicate your personal feelings and your personally new. You're going to create new feelings and emotions about yourself as well. With the sun and the new moon was in your first house, the sun is in your first house, Mercury is in your first house right now. If you have Cancer in the first house, very personal, heavy times for you. How can you use that in the highest energy, in the highest way possible? Oh, I think I saw a sun. Yep, golden solar dragon. Express yourself, be yourself, see the world through your unique way, express in your unique way, and you should be all right. Let's go. If you have Cancer in the second house and Mercury is there right now, you are thinking and communicating in a more logical way about new feelings and new emotions behind or about your self sense of validation and how you value the world, and about how you value or how you calculate the value of things in the world around you, right? So your mind is changing because your feelings about those things are changing as well. Let's go. Let's get a card for you, Cancer second housers.
house.
Bro, let's go. Reversed Seven of Swords. So your mind is changing. You are creating new feelings, and that might you go away from a sense of comfort and security, and you shouldn't. So you might be detaching from the wrong senses of validation. Keep that in mind. Let's go. How can you use Mercury in your Cancer second house the best way possible? Yeah, the beatbox between subjects is key on the podcast is awesome. And also the name of the podcast is so cool. Spiritual. 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 Spirituality is you making spirit, space, all possibilities available to all. And that's what I do, especially on my personal conversations. What I do is you think something is impossible and I show you that's possible. I show you spirit. I show you where the spirit is. I show you where the space is for that thing to happen or for that feeling to exist. But how? Let's go. Mercury, Cancer in the second house, Black Dragon. Be more private, be more protective, be more internal, be more hermit. Don't think too much about others. Think more about yourself, and don't communicate too much about your second house right now. Okay? You need to take care of that. You are creating new feelings. You are seeing new things. You like a baby in that area. Keep good care of yourself, aka the baby in that area, okay?
The baby.
Crazy good title, right? Crazy good title, thank you. Creativity and individuality doesn't lack in this house. You show all possibilities are possible, indeed. And specifically, I do it in a more realistic way, through real examples. Mystaria does it in a more feminine way, aka more internal. Mystaria tells you where to more or easier where to find it internally. I tell you easier how to find it externally. Alright? Let's go. Mars in Cancer in your third house. This means you are thinking in a different way about how you feel about your surroundings, or people are thinking in a different way. People that are in your surroundings are thinking in a different way about you. Okay. A bit of scatterness, but it was all in the same pool, you know? Dá ali bug.
Where?
Ali. Na cena do som. Que ampara o som. Ok? Mercury in Cancer in your third house. Reversed Four of Pentacles. So you are thinking too much about reality and your circumstances, or you are trying to make sense or too much sense out of the wrong circumstances. And you need to be a bit more dreamy. You need to be a bit more emotional, connective, comprehensive, and imaginative. All right? Powerful couple, indeed. It's a spiritual ship. You better believe it. Let's go. How can you use Mercury in Cancer in your third house in the best way? Aquamarine Dragon. Share your dreams, share your illusions, share your goals, share your spirituality with the right people, places, and things. Keep that in mind. And you will heal that. I like the transition between topics on the podcast. I can imagine a short animation for it in the future. Yes, but the thing is, the podcast is more meant to be heard than seen, you know. So, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Steven. Yeah, we can make it like for some people that are watching, maybe. I don't know, but I got fixed on that idea of it's to be heard, you know. It's to be heard. I imagine people driving and listening to it, you know. Let's go. Cancer, fourth house, with Mercury in there. Cancer likes to be in the fourth house. It means you are being more logical. You can communicate more clearly with and about your personal relationships, personal feelings, and personal spaces where you feel comfort and private. A bit of scatterness. Maybe in the start you are still figuring out how to deal with those new thoughts and ideas, but eventually it will be great that people could jump on the podcast. That will be great, but I already have a format called vice versa interview, you know, which is like that. Let's go. But that's a possibility. That's a possibility. You can put it on Spotify too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We can make it on Spotify. And SoundCloud as well if you want. Cancer. Oh, we have a flip. Doesn't care. Let's go. We don't care. Cancer in the fourth. Mercury in Cancer in your fourth house. Thinking and communicating about your privacy and comfort and familiarity. Let's see what's going out. What's going out. What we doing. What we thinking. How we feeling about what we thinking. Man, it's taking so long. Come on. Oh, we got it. Earth, 10 of Pentacles. You might be limiting yourself, or you might be limiting somebody in your personal surroundings. Yeah, but it's not talk, it's a vice versa interview. It's like you got something going on, I got something going on, and I ask you questions, you ask me questions, and you get things going. You know, it's a real interview, it's a vice versa interview. You are interviewing each other. Homo? Let's see how can you use Mercury in Cancer in your fourth house in the best way possible for yourself. How or where are what are the best people, places, and things to think and to communicate about your privacy, if you should, what percentage level, you know. Momo, you beautiful. You'd like to talk face to face to me? Okay, we have to arrange that sometime. Let's go. Also, I have planned to do a Q&A, but I'll do that on IG, and then people just come in, and I'll have a topic, and then we talk about that topic, or I ask you questions about that topic. That's a plan. It's a plan about to come soon. Momo. Let's go. Bro, this Mercury 4th house, Cancer 4th house is taking so long. I'm already imagining what I'm going to do next after the live stream, but I'm still here, shuffling the cards. Come on, bro. It's been the long... okay. Archangel Gabriel Dragon. So you are going through deep spaces, but if you detach from things that you don't need, you can rise with powerful feelings and emotions, and you can rise light, alright? Leave behind the old and dirty, rise light with the new and awesome. Let's go. Cancer, 5th house, Mercury in Cancer in your 5th house. You are having new ideas about new feelings, about the things you pay attention to, about how you like to receive attention, things you like to entertain, and things that like to be entertained by you. You are having new thoughts about new feelings about that. So everybody is having new thoughts about new feelings. Alright? It might be a bit confusing, but you have it in the 5th house. You want to express it though. Let's see. Come on. Oh, let's go. 7 of Swords. So you have the opportunity to separate from mental spaces. You can separate from good mental spaces. You can separate from bad mental spaces. And by separating, you can reach a new space and receive a mental message, or receive a message where you should direct your mental energy. But you will be separating from a mental way. A way to think, a way to communicate in order to create a new one. But first, what you're experiencing right now, it's more separation, more detachment. But it can be also resting. Doesn't need to be bad. You might be resting, doing the rest. You were doing something too much and now you are doing the rest. Alright? Let's see how you can use Cancer in your 5th house. Mercury in Cancer in your 5th house. I think you are the closest soul group that I know of. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Are you meaning like geographically? I think, yeah, you are in Spain. I'm over here. So that means we are the closest right now. Mercury in Cancer in your 5th house. How can you use it in the best way? Oh. A bit of scatteredness. Those new thoughts about new feelings are making things a bit unsure, but you have help. You have a great space to reach, you know? So keep going, don't be afraid.
Gambate.
Let's go. Oh, we got it. Golden Orange Dragon. Share your creativity that comes from your feelings and emotions, and you can make everything smoother, more connective, and you can make the detachment process more beneficial and less hurtful if that's the case. Let's go. Mercury in Cancer in your 6th house, creating new thoughts and ways to communicate about new feelings, about your routines, patterns, and health and organization. We got 2 cards, too much emotions, too much feelings, and reversed 7 of Swords. Too much emotions, too much feelings, going to make you separate and going to the wrong new spaces. You're going to separate from wrong things. You're going to think wrongly about the wrong people because you are feeling too much. You feel underwater, you feel you can't breathe, and that will make your mind cloudy, and you're going to separate from the good things and you're going to be attached to the bad things. Make sure to use your individuality to correct these, and you separate from the bad things and you attach to the right things. And what it flipped, Prince of Cups, Mutable Water, flipped out of the deck. Let's go. How can you use Mercury in Cancer in your 6th house the best way possible? Earth and Air Dragon. Be more practical, be more realistic when thinking and communicating, or be more light, fun, and smart about your practicality and responsibilities, or just be more private. You can be all open up, but make sure it's in private and sustainable, sturdy relationships. I'm a head out. Thank you for another great live. Hasta luego. See you soon, Unai. See you soon. Make sure you see Cancer in your house. I'll catch you later. Bye. Let's go. Mercury in Cancer in the 7th house. It means you're creating new thoughts and new ways to communicate about new feelings and emotions towards your relationships, partnerships, and love and appreciation. A little bit of scatteredness. Yeah, on the Mars reading there was no scatteredness because it was Taurus, it was more fixed. Now on the Mercury reading it's more scatteredness because it's Mercury in Cancer. So it's more cardinal, it's more insecurity. You do one, then you do other, and then you do other, and you might go into various spaces and not be fixed in one space. Let's go. Mercury in Cancer in your 6th house right now. 2 of Pentacles. It means you have the opportunity. No, in the 7th house. Mercury in Cancer in your 7th house. It means you can find more sturdy, more real, and more supportive relationships, conversations, or exchange of resources, information, or values. And how can you use that in the best way for yourself? Let's go, let's see. Oh, no shit. It's the same one as the 6th house, Earth and Air Dragon. Be more private, be more selective, be more stable, and be more realistic about thinking and communicating about sharing your stuff, or be more light, be more open, and be more smart about your practicality, responsibilities, and ways to support yourself and the ones you love and are connected with. Let's go. Mercury in Cancer in your 8th house. Thinking and communicating, refreshing your mind about deep emotions, deep feelings, creating new ways to think about new feelings, about deep emotions, about deep desires. Okay, we got it. The Hermit, Virgo. All right. So, you want to share, you should open up, but you have to be super selective. You have to be realistic. You have to make sure that you are communicating your emotions and feelings with profitable relationships, with people that will not talk shit behind your back, people that will not use you for solo for their only benefits, people that you can use as well, and be more private, be more reserved, improve your way to think and communicate, and then show up. Okay, let's see how can you do this in the best way possible, in the highest way possible, in the wisest way possible. Let's go. Alpha Dragon. You need to take charge, you need to take responsibility, you need to direct, you need to be expressive, alright? Harness the divine masculine, expressive, directive, corrective, leading, expressive, external. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. But first, you need to go in and improve yourself, then you can do those things, alright? Mercury in Cancer in your ninth house, creating new thoughts about new feelings about your spirituality, how you share your spirituality, your wisdom and knowledge, and your spiritual testimonies, which are you telling and sharing the experiences that were your spiritual travels internally and externally. So you are creating new thoughts about new feelings about those things. Yeah, now I'm realizing why Mercury doesn't like to be in Cancer and why your mind might get a bit foggy. You're creating new thoughts about new feelings. What? What you talking about? Let's go. Alright, 2 cards as well. 7 of Wands. You are separating from a feeling, an idea, a vision, or a spiritual belief system in order to reach a new space or to rest and recharge. And you have reversed 4 of Cups. You are thinking and trying to make sense out of the wrong emotions, feelings, or spiritual spaces of connection and comfort. How can you use or correct that in the best way possible? Oh, Earth Dragon, be more private, be more realistic, work hard on yourself, work smart on yourself, rest, take good care, retreat, and appear to do the work. The work is over, don't stay too much. Go home, go rest, be sturdy, believe in yourself, build the foundations, build the house, enjoy the house. Alright? Mercury in Cancer on your 10th house. Cancer doesn't really like be here. Creating new ways to think about new feelings, about new ways to conduct business, to enjoy, to take profit out of business, or to be seen in a certain status. So you are creating new thoughts about emotions, about dry and logical things. Yeah, good luck with that, my boy. You need this reading. Let's go. You need this reading. Reversed Prince of Cups. So you are creating a new emotional journey. You are creating a new emotional way to deal with things, and you think it's the right one, but it's not. You're getting comfortable in the wrong spaces. You're creating the wrong relationships. You're creating roots in the wrong areas. Be careful with that. You have to use your sun and moon to correct this. To direct this, because you have this power. You are creating a new emotional process, a new emotional power. Just make sure you direct it to your own space. Okay? And let's see how can you do that. Alright? Oh, let's go. Sunshine Yellow Dragon. By being happy with yourself, by loving yourself, by fulfilling your desires, spending good quality time with yourself and others, enjoying yourself, being happy, being light, and believing that you can be loved and you can love others and you can enjoy the world. Okay? Be open, be enjoyable, be a bit gullible, share, receive, alright? Mercury in Cancer in your 11th house, you are creating new thoughts about new feelings, about how you connect with the world, how you associate your uniqueness and individuality, and how can you show your mind to the whole world. And you are creating new thoughts about new feelings, about science and occultism, numerology, gematria, the shadow government, shit like that. Let's go. Fire, 10 of Wands. Too much ideas, too much illusions, too much potential, too much I want to do this, I want to express that. Okay, guys, be careful. Too much fire. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn your mind. Don't burn your associations. Alright? Whoa. And the best way to do that? Fire... Wait, hold on. Fire dragon. But it's too much fire. Fight fire with fire. Burn that. Burn that. Alright? Alright? Like, let's say you fucked up. Make a video about it. Get million likes. Make a video. Make a movie. Create a story. Make a case. Make a video case about it. I don't know. It's too much fire on your 11th house right now. But there is a lower fire. There is too much fire. And there is the right fire. There is a higher fire. And there is a lower fire. There is a demonic fire. There is an angelic fire. There is a limiting fire. There is an expanding fire. You need to go for the right fire. You need to get out of the dark fire to go into the light fire. You need to get out of the low fire to go into the high fire. You need to go out of the limiting fire and you need to go into the expanding fire. Being, feelings, creative ideas, spiritual belief systems, and ways to express your spirituality and individuality. Lastly, but not least, Mercury in Cancer in your 12th house, having new ways to think and communicate about new feelings and emotions, about feelings, emotions, dreams, illusions, imaginations, God, hidden enemies, hidden lovers, a shadow government that lives in your basement. So let's go. Hey, Ace of Pentacles, I'm telling you, Pisces 12th house is so creative. It's so many times you guys get aces. Alright? Ace of Pentacles, you have a unique way to have business going on. You have a unique way to make profit, a unique way to be stable, a unique way to be seen as stable, a unique way to feel secure, a unique way to create something that will last for the future. Just make sure that you think and communicate about those feelings and emotions that are creative, unique, and are original. Otherwise, you just try to add on to something that is already here, and you have the opportunity to create a new business out of your uniqueness and individuality. And how can you do that? On the highest way possible. Let's see. Let's see. With the Dragon Oracle deck. Oh, nice. Rainbow Dragon. It means that you have access to a lot of gifts, to a lot of energies, to a lot of perspectives, but you need to know how to organize. You need to know how to separate. Red is red, orange is orange, yellow is yellow. You need to give space to things that resonate with each other and separate them from things that do not resonate with those things. So you need to learn how to organize your desires, organize your creative ideas, organize your feelings, and in the end of the rainbow, there is the pot full of gold. After you organize your desires, after you organize your chakras, after you organize your wants and needs, you'll get what you deserve. All right? But it's beautiful. It's rainbow. It's beautiful, right? We have a lot of things, and that you need to select the right areas to use your gift to achieve that business. All right? So that's it. That's all for today's, guys. It was an awesome live stream. We already 2 hours in. We going in. I feel great. My throat chakra is pulsing. It's that grand hair train as well right now. I'm very happy to be here communicating with y'all. I feel that gift to make my mind flow better into words. I feel that motivation. I feel that sturdiness. I feel that stability. I feel that love. I feel that comfort. And it has been a pleasure to be here with y'all today. If you are watching the recorded version, it's been a pleasure to be with you in whatever day you are watching right now. All right? So before I head out, I just want to ask you to love yourself, believe in yourself, believe in all possibilities, and help me, my soul group, change the world into a more unique and individual world. Until the next time, I wish you the best as a Derek Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon.